So I've joked about this before, but today my hair is like actually the fire emoji. Hi everybody, today we were talking about a brand new lens from Canon. It's the one that I'm shooting this video on right now, the 16mm f2.8 STM lens. This, in my opinion, is the answer to vlogging with the EOS R system. I'm super excited to test it out. I've only had the lens for a couple of days, so this isn't going to be a full review, but I did want to share some of my initial thoughts about this new lens. Hi everybody, for those of you who are new here, my name is Zach. I'm a photographer and arts administrator based in Santa Barbara, California, and I'm loving this little lens. So the things that I like about it are the obvious ones, right? It's super small, super light, relatively affordable, and it's a wide angle solution for the R system. Until now, we really haven't had a native prime at this focal length for the R system. You could get native lenses that reach wide focal lengths, but usually they come with expensive, bulky zoom lenses. And for me, my widest lens before this one was the EF 24mm 1.4, which is a great lens, but also kind of hefty and expensive, and I could never vlog with that lens. My arm just felt like it was gonna fall off after a couple of minutes. Enter the 16mm, native, small, light, cheap, wide angle, fits so nicely on the R6 in my case. It makes it an incredible system for vlogging. The R system is set up for this. I mean, the video is great. They have the flip LCD screen. They have great autofocus. There's a lot to love about the R system for vlogging, but until now, we haven't been able to use it to its full potential because of the lens selection. So thank you, Canon, for releasing this new addition. It's pretty huge for anyone who wants to use this system to vlog. Okay, and just as a point of comparison, here is what the RF 35mm 1.8 looks like. So you can see it's a much tighter field of view. Even I'm sitting back further than I was, and still it's pretty tight here. So this is definitely not a lens that you can vlog with. The 35mm, it's a little bit too tight. So having that extra space from the 60mm is definitely helpful. I do think that the look of the 35 is a little bit more flattering, but you know, it's give and take. So just some things about the lens. It feels very similar to the RF 35 1.8, the 50 1.8, the 85 f2. Feels very similar. It goes in that family very well. There is one ring on the lens. Being a small lens, there's only really room for that one ring, but you can choose between making that ring a focus ring or a control ring. There is no image stabilization on this lens, so you'll only be relying on the camera's in-body image stabilization, which seems to work pretty well. In my testing, the video was pretty great. I did see some wobble in the corners sometimes, but for the most part, it was totally fine. I can't stress to you enough how nice it was to walk around with this lens on my camera. It just felt very portable. I wasn't worried about the extra expense of the lens. I wasn't worried about, carrying it for long periods of time. It just worked really well for me. The lens has a maximum aperture of f2.8, so it's not the brightest lens, but still that lets in a good amount of light and still can create some separation between the subject and the background. I also used the lens to take some still images, and I have to say that this focal length is really not one that I like very much at all for still images. I think you can get some really interesting photos if you like the wide angle look. If you're getting into architecture photography or any type of photography that really requires a wide angle lens, this is a great entry-level option for you if you have an R camera, which is really awesome. The really cool thing about this lens is that it focuses extremely close, so you can really fill the frame with your subject. So that's a really great feature of this lens, is the minimum focus distance. It's just super, super close, which is pretty awesome. The lens seemed snappy when it came to autofocus. Like the other cheaper RF lenses, it's not weather sealed, and it doesn't come with the extremely expensive feeling build quality of some of the more expensive L lenses, but that's to be expected. Also, there is some vignetting and distortion in the images that come out of this lens. Canon has not yet released a Lightroom profile to correct this, but I'm hoping that after they do that, we won't have that issue anymore. So who do I think this lens is for? I mean, as I said before, it's perfect for anyone who wants to make vlogs with this system. It's a no-brainer. If you need a wide-angle prime lens and this will get the job done for you, great. I don't think it's a lens that everybody needs. It's kind of specialized, just being such a wide angle lens. It's like if you never will make a vlog, then probably not a reason to have this lens in your bag. For what it is, it's a great option in the RF line. It just makes the camera system, you know, more valuable, more useful, I guess. I'm definitely glad to have this lens to test out and to make some work with, possibly make some more vlogs. I don't vlog a lot on the channel, but would like to do more of them. So let me know what you think about this lens. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you not care? Let me know in the comments. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I'd love to see you at the next video. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Love is free.